So we all heard, right, that the jobs numbers for 2025 had to be adjusted, right? They originally said that 584,000 jobs were what were projected to be added in 2025. And what ended up being added was 181,000. So they had to adjust it down 400,000 jobs. Which is like very, very, very low growth considering what 2024 saw something like 2 million. But I think the important thing to talk about is not just that number, which is obviously alarmingly low, considering right now we have about 7.3 million unemployed people. But the other thing to consider is the number of job postings that existed last year. And it's very hard to get an aggregate number of how many job postings there were last year, when also considering that this is counting sometimes multiple postings for the same job. But I can tell you that for December 2025, there were 6.85 million job postings. 181,000 jobs added, 6.85 million job postings. And there's some other numbers that we need to consider. Some of the other numbers that we need to consider is that the average number of applications that job seekers sent out a month are 45. 45 jobs a month, roughly, is the average of what people were applying for. Another number to consider is the average amount of time people were unemployed in 2025. The average amount of time was 24.4 weeks. So just, that's about, can I do math? I can. That's a little over 6 months. Okay? 6 months-ish is the average amount of time. So what that really comes out to when we look at those two averages together, that looks at like about 253 applications sent before a job can be secured on average. And a lot of us are well over that number at this point. The number of weeks unemployed, the number of applications sent. 6.85 million job postings in December. 181,000 jobs added. And then all of this job seeker data. 6 months, about 253 applications. For every one job that was added, that was filled, that was hired last year, there were 36 jobs posted that weren't. It's a 36-to-1 ratio. That's a 97% failure rate when you look at it that way. 97% of jobs haven't been hired. They're out there. They're floating around out there. They're on Indeed and LinkedIn and all of the job boards. They've got recruiters tied to them. They've got hiring managers tied to them. But they're not getting filled. 97%. Job seekers are not lazy. They are not bad at applying. They are not being dramatic. They are not going for stuff outside of their realm, and that's why they're not getting anything. It is needle in a haystack. Sincerely, it is needle in a haystack. There's another interesting number, which is the amount of time from first apply to hire has extended over the year. By the time it was December, the average number of days between a person's application sent to offer letter received was 86 days. 86 days. That is just shy of 3 months. 3-month hiring cycles. 3 months. This is what job seekers are experiencing. Like, these are the numbers. This is what it really looks like. And, you know, there are all kinds of explanations and there are things all over the place, and some things are more tied together than others, but like these are numbers. This is what it's like. This is an unruly market. Ghost jobs are a real fucking thing. They are a real thing, and we have to stop pretending like they're not. And this is what people are up against. Keep in mind, the average length that people were unemployed was 24.4 weeks. The average length of unemployment benefits is 26 weeks. So many people are outside that window. 1 in 4 unemployed people right now, 25% of unemployed people are outside the unemployment benefit window. They are in long-term unemployment, which is 27 weeks or longer. 1 in 4. These are just numbers. Do with them what you will. Be kind to job seekers.